What's going on, guys, and welcome back to LOI TV. Now today we're going to be doing a preview and prediction video for one of the biggest games of the season, in my opinion, in terms of the implications that it has for both sides. Derry City are playing host to Bohemians at the Brandywell on Friday night, as both sides go head to head in their challenge for European football. Both sides badly need the 3 points in this head to head battle, but I do think it's worth mentioning St. Pat's as well. They have been quietly creeping up behind the pair, and they will have close eyes on what transpires at the Brandywell, although they themselves have an incredibly tough away game against Shamrock Rovers, who are in second place. Anyways, in this video though, we are going to be focusing on Derry and Bohemians, on this game in particular. As you can see from the league table on screen, Bohemians are in third place and Derry are in fourth, although Derry do have a game in hand. They'll be looking to close this 2-point gap on the 27th of September, which is next week, against a really poor Cork City side. This is also the day that Bohemians play host to Shamrock Rovers in the semi-final of the Extra.ie FAI Cup. After these games have concluded, both sides will only have 4 games left, so the margin for error becomes so small. Both sides have tricky fixtures in those last 4 games. Both have to play Dundalk, who are the champions, and St. Patrick's Athletic, who are themselves challenging for a Europa League place. So it doesn't get any easier from here. Now let's take a quick look at the form both sides are entering this game in. Derry City last Saturday were in the EA Sports Cup final, and they lost that one on penalties to Dundalk. There was a 2-2 result, and they're really unlucky in this game to lose out, and they'll take positives from that, definitely. The last 5 league games have been a bit of a mixed bag. They've lost to Finn Harps, Shamrock Rovers, they have a win and a draw against Waterford, and a win over UCD. Of course, the Finn Harps game and that result will be very disappointing for Derry, but in terms of the whole course of the season, I think they can be pretty happy with how they've done. A win over Bohemians will leave Derry in a really good position, 1 point ahead of the North Dublin side with a game in hand. As for Bohemians, they had their own cup tie recently. On Monday night they beat non-league side Crumlin United 2-0 in the quarter-final of the FAI Cup. In the league they are on a 2-game losing streak. The first came against Shamrock Rovers, against their bitter rivals. Disappointing to lose that one. And their next one was an even more disappointing result at home against Waterford, losing that one 2-1. In their games previously, they lost to Finn Harps, they have a draw with Sligo, and an astonishing 10-1 win over UCD. I do think they will be disappointed with their recent league form, and they've dropped a lot of points where they shouldn't have. I think manager Keith Long will probably be thinking to himself that they should have third place wrapped up by this point. Now back to Derry. Derry have a lot of players who have impressed me this season, and a lot of them have the potential to make an impact on Friday night. Striker David Parkhouse in particular. He has led the line for them all season long, and the 19-year-old on loan from Sheffield United has been really impressive this season. He has been consistently on the score sheet for Derry and will be looking to add another one on Friday night. The next player we're going to look at is 25-year-old pacey forward Junior. The on loan signing from Colchester United has been in really impressive form this season, hitting double figures for goals. He says that manager Declan Devine's passion for the area and for the club has been a huge factor in his good performances. It's great to see an on loan player show so much passion for the area and the club, and it's only testament to Declan Devine's good management. The next player is club captain Barry McNamee. Now, the very classy midfielder spent last season with Cork City, where he was a little bit lost, being played out of position by John Caulfield, but since returning back to Derry, he's really become himself again, and he's playing in a role he's more suited to, and he's really enjoying himself. Linking up the play from midfield to attack is just where he needs to be, in that number 10 area, and he's really thriving in this Derry side. Last player we're going to look at for Derry is Gerardo Bruner. The Argentinian number 8 really brings some South American flair to the Derry midfield. His former employers include Real Madrid and Liverpool, which really shows his pedigree. The main thing for Bohemians, in my opinion, is getting players back from niggly injuries. Main ones being Daniel Mandrew and Darragh Leahy, who returned from Ireland under 21 duty with Knox. Keith Long didn't risk the pair in either of the previous games against Crumlin or Waterford, possibly with this game in mind. Mandrew was crucial in Bohs' 2-0 win against Derry at the Brandywell earlier on this season, scoring the first goal. As for Leahy, he's one of the best fullbacks in the league, and Bohs have been playing club captain Pender in an unnatural left back position, so getting Leahy back would be crucial. In Bohs' front line, I actually do rate Andre Wright. He's a powerful forward, but he's very different to Dinny Corcoran. Dinny will be a huge loss in this game. He had an absolute stormer at the Brandywell last time out, scoring and assisting. His clever touches and movement linking up with Mandrew tore Derry to pieces in the last game, and Wright has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders to perform to a similar level. Bohs were a little bit lacking in midfield last time out against Waterford, and to be fair, their injury list has been horrific. They really miss Buckley and Livingston in the engine room. I have heard Livingston is likely to be fit for the Derry game, and I haven't heard anything on Buckley, but it is crucial that they at least get one of the pair back. Now on to my prediction. This one is a really hard one to choose from. You could genuinely make a case for it going either way. I think both sides will be a little bit tentative and nervous, maybe a bit negative in the first half, and I think it'll be 0-0 at half time. Possibly an early goal in the second half will open the game up. That being said though, I am going to go with a 1-1 draw. I'm not too sure if either side will be happy with this. I think Bohs might just take a point, given that their run-in is slightly easier. Or maybe Derry will be happy with a point, keeping themselves 2 points behind with a game in hand. What do you guys think? In my opinion, this is the biggest week in Bohs' season. They literally have everything to play for Europe. Both their chances come in the next week. If they lose to Derry and lose to Shamrock Rovers, they might miss out on Europe altogether. Whereas if they win both games, they have a great chance of getting Europe, as well as a great chance of winning a trophy, which would be a huge achievement. So for their season, this week is absolutely huge, and they will need all of their fans' support. Safe trip up to Derry for all the Bohs fans travelling up from Dublin. But how do you think this game will go, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe.